Alrighty. We are ready to rock and roll. So, last time we left off, we ended in a bit of a splitting of the party, with Gregor and Seether going missing, Mox running off into the woods to do angry werewolf things, and Faith being escorted against her will. Um, but nonetheless, we're gonna start off with Seven and Hope. The two of you, Hope, you just ran back over to Seven and informed him that Gregor is missing. And Seven told you that Mox had gone off, running off into the woods. And we'll start off there.
Okay. What should we do, Seven?
I guess maybe let's take a look around camp and see if we can figure out where Gregor and Seether went to.
Okay.
I think Mox is gonna be impossible to catch
Yeah.
in this state.
He's long gone. Okay, let's go back to the camp.
Okay. So you guys head back over to the campsite, and what you notice, give me either investigation or survival checks, your choice.
Let's 24.
Oh shit.
Hey, 15.
Okay. Yeah, your 15 investigation, you do notice that it looked like there was a definite struggle. You see like broken branches and twigs. You see like stuff's been kind of knocked over. Hope, what you notice is that there are probably about a good like 20 feet or so. It looks like all of a sudden there it goes from like a multitude, some kind of dust up where there's just footsteps in every direction, looks like trample steps everywhere, to two distinct drag marks going in a northwestern direction.
I am going to start following those drag marks.
Okay. Are you going to let Seven know?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Seven, this way. I think I found something.
Okay, Hope. I'm sure whatever happened, they're gonna be okay. And I'd like to roll deception.
Sure.
With my new
Oh.
Slurpy Slurp cloak.
Did you decide to put it on and attune to it?
Yes.
Okay. So as you put the your coat on, it kind of like form fits to you. All the tongues and they begin to just like wrap around your different appendages. You're a robot. Your arms and your legs and your torso, and it begins to like almost like form fit. And then as it sits there, Hope, you're like, oh god, this is just utterly disgusting. You try not to dry heave. You notice that it begins to turn into like this really like nice like dark green with like some brown inlay, like a coat, and it kind of matches like the surroundings, almost like a chameleon walking into a new color scheme. It just begins to like take on the hues of the colors around him.
Well, that looks much better than it did before.
Seven, you kind of open it up and look on the insides, and you notice that the tongues are just like flapping, just.
Oh.
And then you go to close it.
Yeah. Yes, it looks better. It's still quite sticky though.
Okay. Anyway, I found the drag marks. Let's see what my insight is.
Oh, that was a perception. I don't know why I rolled that.
That's okay. Yeah, I believe you.
We're
I
doing
believe
great.
that you believe that. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Y'all begin to walk off. And it's about a good like 15, 20 minutes of walking, and you just continue to see the drag marks just still going in that same direction. How far do you guys want to walk?
I mean, I'm gonna keep walking until I find something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys walk for the better part of like an hour. Still walking in that northwestern direction. And I'll go ahead and keep your 24 survival check. You get to a point where there's like a little bit of a clearing and kind of like a, almost like a cliffside, like a little cliff drop off, like a little. It's as if you guys were like right. Sorry. It's as if you guys were like coming up here, so to speak. And there's like a little drop off that leads off this little cliff edge. So there's a little bit, it creates a little bit of a clearing. And you notice that probably a good like 10, 15 miles out, you see a smokestack of black smoke, giving you the impression that they're probably doing some kind of campsite, as it is beginning to get a little later in the evening. It's not too terribly late, but it's getting a little bit later.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Is that your question?
Yeah, you deleted my question.
That is actually, so you guys know, that's Mox's new lichen token.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
It's horrifying. Okay, so there's like a little camp kind of down here in this clearing.
No, it's you just see the smoke, which it leads you
Miles off.
miles, like 10, 15 miles out.
Gotcha.
Letting you know that they're, if you want to pursue, they've made it's at the point now where you can tell they've probably made camp, but it's going to take you another probably another hour, 30 minutes. I mean, 10 miles is pretty.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, do we think we should push forward? I mean, how tapped are you right now?
I am very tapped.
Give me another perception check, both of you. Specifically perception this time.
22.
Jeez.
18.
When it comes to finding her bay.
Yeah.
Okay. So both of you, I'll say Hope, you kind of hear the rustling, the rustling of the leaves coming from this direction here. And you see like the bushes begin to kind of shake a little. And you see kind of like coming through the bushes, you see a very, very bloodied Gregor as he just kind of like tears through and then just hits his knees and just collapses forward.
The first thing I'm going to do is cast a level 2 healing word on him.
Okay. So you cast the spell and you see some of the wounds just begin to heal up. And can you guys hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I accidentally hit the mute button. I couldn't tell. So you notice that as you give him the spell, he regains the hit points. It looks like it's just like a pure exhaustion that has caused him to kind of hit the ground. Like he's just laying there and he's breathing very, very heavily. But you see the wounds beginning to heal up. And he's probably like a good like 30, 40 feet off.
How far of a drop is this cliff? Like, can I tie off a rope and climb down?
Um, it's not big. It's like 10 feet. I mean, you could kind of like you could either go like this direction and kind of walk around and take a couple
Okay.
minutes, or you could just kind of like guide yourself down with, don't roll like below a 5 on a athletics check.
Okay, I will guidance myself first.
So don't roll a 1.
I will just Misty Step as close
Okay.
as I can get to him.
I mean, you can get pretty much. Oh, it'll be 10 feet down. So 5, 10, 15. So you can get to about right here.
Okay. And you said he looks just like exhausted and like worn out.
Well, I mean that, and he's like he looks a little better physically just from the cure wound spell, which I do need. Oh, it's in there. 11 points. Perfect.
11.
Thank you. But you see like his eye is like one of his eyes is still like swollen shut, and he's got like cuts all over him. The wolf pelt that he usually carries around him is missing. And there's a big gash going around his right bicep, like massively deep wound still. He looks pretty fucked up.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 18 to get myself down.
Yeah, no problem at all. You managed to get down.
And I'm gonna run over to Gregor.
Yeah.
What happened? And I'm gonna start like pulling out fabric from my bag to start dressing his wounds.
We were taken by the group of Lycan. They said that it was nothing personal, but they were given orders to take us. And they were going to kill me. They said they needed it to send a message. But Seether, he jumped in the way and told me to run. He saved my life.
What happened to Seether?
I don't know. The whole time he's speaking in between very heavy, very labored breaths. His eyes are closed, and he's just, he managed to undo my cuffs, and when they came to get us, he pushed me down the side and ran into them and just dove into the lot of them. And they all started trying to get him off, and he started doing crazy stuff where he was moving places and gave me enough time of a distraction to run. And they took it. But there must have been 20 of them.
20. Jesus. Okay, let's get you somewhere we can set up a camp and rest, because none of us are in any shape to be doing anything, I don't think.
Where's everyone else? Where are your friends?
Faith and Mox ran off. They'll be back in the morning, I'm sure.
Oh, so they're talking again. That is good news.
No.
Oh,
Not
that's
exactly.
But they ran off together?
not together.
Oh.
No.
That surprisingly makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right.
And Faith is gonna try to help Gregor up.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
they can like move somewhere and set up a camp.
Eventually, with the healing that you gave him, I mean, he's able to kind of get up. Do you guys want to go back to your original camp that you guys have begun to set up, or do you want to kind of set up in this new area?
it would be several hours of travel, and
You're
Gregor
you're
doesn't want
about you're about 90 minutes out from your original campsite.
I don't think we should go back there. I mean, they obviously found it, so maybe we should just try and set up a new camp.
Yeah, let's set up something closer to here and I'm sure they can find us. Fuck. May Faith and Mox, I mean. Um yeah, let's set up a camp around here.
Seven, you see like Gregor kind of sit up and look at you, and he like rubs his hand along your new coat, and he's like, "I like the jacket. It looks really good on you." He's like just petting it.
Oh, thanks. It's made out of tongue.
He immediately quits petting it. Did he say tongue? Like, and he sticks his tongue out and just starts like poking his own
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah, a lot of them, and they seem to be alive still. Anyway, let's not think too hard about it. I'm gonna set up a tent
Here,
for us.
here.
Would you mind taking the first watch, Seven?
Gregor
I
kind
can do
of
that.
stands up and starts like grabbing supplies out of your pack. I will set the tent up. You sit. You did lots of walking. And he starts like hobbling around and just starts setting up
Okay.
like tent stakes and
Gregor, no, you're really hurt.
No,
I'll
no.
do it.
no, I got it.
Okay.
It is my job
Okay.
to take care of you. I will take care of you.
While Gregor's setting up everything, could this be considered a short rest? For Seven?
Sure.
Okay, that's Seven. Just like, all right. Well, you look like you got this.
Hope will at least start a fire or something, or
Okay.
maybe not, because we don't want to draw attention.
Gregor, as you talk about making a fire but not drawing attention, he begins to show you the tactics of building a smothered fire into the ground so that it does not create large smokestacks and has lower visibility. And the placement that he places it in between a large boulder and a tree kind of gives you enough visibility to be able to see in your immediate area, but not enough to be seen from far distances, and just begins to show you a little bit of like small survival tactics.
You're so smart.
No, I know. I have often called the smartest in my group, so.
Well, you are. Okay, I'm sure we will put that information to good use.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before you start getting ready to set up watches?
No, I think once everything's set up, let's
Um,
just kind of face plant into.
yeah,
sleep.
as they get ready to bed down, Seven will just set alarm around our campsite
Okay.
to alert
Let's do
us
this.
if anyone besides the three of us.
I'm just going to put you guys here just to make it easier for me. And then
Yeah.
we'll say this is you guys' alarm. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. At this point, we'll transition over to, you know what? Seven and Hope. Each of you roll a d20. Whoever rolls
Oh.
higher. Seven, if you roll higher, we'll go to Mox. Hope, if you roll higher, we'll go to Faith.
5.
There we go.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
The
guys,
rolls are
all
on
right.
fire tonight.
It's a race to the
Okay,
bottom.
I was gonna
Mhm.
say at least it was somewhat inconsequential rolls.
All right. Well, in that case, Faith,
Yes.
in your new outlook, you're kind of freshly energized and feeling fed and no longer hungry for the evening, you begin walking back with the knowledge given, ready to kind of relay it to the group of all the possibilities that could help everyone, and no one's there.
Shit.
You know what? Actually, this would be way better. Faith and Mox, each of you roll a d10.
Oh no.
Okay.
Is it flash roll? Yeah.
Okay. So, 2. Okay. Um, you get there and there's nobody there. The
Are
campsite is
the-
just completely abandoned.
The tents are still there though, right?
Yeah.
Except for one, because Hope obviously took one.
Yes, except for one.
Seven has carried around a tent he never uses and has never bothered to unpack or help
Okay.
anybody with.
Okay, so yeah. All the tents are there. I stole Seven's tent.
Okay. They would. How long has she been gone?
You have no idea. Oh, how long has Faith been gone? Probably a solid 2 hours.
Okay. I will investigate the camp and look for signs of where they went, or probably gather up her own stuff all together.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival or investigation, your choice.
Survival or investigation. Hey, I have a +3 to investigation. Oh, hey, yeah, we're starting the night off. Great.
Okay.
The dice are welcoming you back, Faith.
Yep.
Yeah, you're just kind of looking around and you see like a bunch of footprints all over the place, especially a bunch of footprints off to like in the northern direction, but nothing like a bunch of like footprints going forwards, backwards, left and right, all different directions. You see a bunch of footprints. You see a few footprints and Seven, have we like officially decided if you have like 4-wheel drive or legs?
I always pictured he had like actual legs.
Okay, so you do see like the like mechanical leg foot imprints of Seven off in this area here, like in the dirt path area. But yeah, that is what you see.
I think she would start to try to follow Seven's footsteps, and then if she loses them within like 100 feet or so, I think she'd just go back and, restoke the fire and kind of try to wait around and see if they were coming back, because Faith knows that she's not great in the woods.
Yeah, easy enough with the 7. You definitely lose the tracks within 5 minutes. You lose the tracks. It just ceases to exist.
So yeah, then she would come back down the path to the campsite and like restoke the fire and just try to wait around a little bit, thinking, because I'm guessing she heard the wolf howl after she left, maybe.
I'll say that you were pretty caught up in your conversation. All right, so I'll get back to you
Okay.
stoking the fire um, in just a second. Mox.
Yes, sir.
So I know you and I had spoke briefly about
Mhm.
your plans and all that kind of stuff. So um, did you want to elaborate on that, or did you want to kind of keep that between us?
I mean, people, pretty much everyone knows, I think, for maybe except Seven. Um, yeah, after because his transformation only lasts for about for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So after about an hour, he kind of, even less than that, because he was paralyzed for 10 minutes before that. Um, he is just in his normal form again, and he is just banging his body against trees, covering his one eye and just grunting. Um, Before he's able to just keep it closed on his own real quick, um, and uh, with both hands just get his eye patch off of his face and throw it onto the ground. Uh,
Okay.
and then he's gonna take his dagger out, and just slice it across his palm, letting the blood pool onto the edge, and then shakily try to uh, carve the visage of Osiris, not visage, holy symbol of Osiris, onto the inside of it, and just deeply is just like, all right, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna make you a deal. Help me contain the other guy, and I'll worship you and not stop until you, your daughters, and these damn planes are saved. But after that, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and I might not ever look back. I'm probably never going to look back.
Okay.
So do you want your help? Do you want my help to save them, or do you want to just keep ignoring all of us? And that's it.
You notice that as you kind of carve that emblem in, first off, give me a performance check just to see. It's not a high DC. I mean,
Oh, who's
not going crazy. It's just more or less seeing if you
Yeah.
roll like a 2.
Not a whisper roll, public roll. Close, an 8.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's very close to nat 20.
It may not be, you know, crazily artistic, but it is recognizable. It would definitely be recognizable to anyone who knows what that emblem looks like. So it's you see it in there, and it's just kind of doesn't look. There's nothing to it that looks any kind of odd or different or anything. It's just there.
He's gonna just let out a heavy exhale and then put it back on before he opens up his other eye, and just takes a deep breath and just tries to do what Tomek has taught him, and try to find a center. And he may have just yelled at
Yeah.
Osiris, but he's gonna be practicing his teachings of trying to find center.
Okay. Takes you a few minutes, especially given the circumstances that you just endured.
Mhm.
But eventually, you do find that technique, that breathing technique that works, and just kind of brings you from a 10 down to like a 5 or a 6. You feel acceptable. You don't feel completely at zen or completely at peace. you feel acceptable, and for whatever reason you get just this feeling that like there's almost as if like the sun was shining and there's this warmth that's just basking over you, but you step into like a shaded area, and that warmth is just out of reach. Something's blocking it.
He just shakes his head and kind of taking a small gatherization of how long he's been gone. He realizes that these are still the woods and this is a very dangerous area, and he needs to get back to everyone.
Okay.
So he's gonna head back to the place they knew they were last at.
Right on. You begin to head back to the campsite, and give me a perception check. Actually, what I would say with advantage, regardless. It's not scent or hearing based. It is sight based, but I will go ahead and give you advantage for reasons.
That is a 21.
21. As you begin to walk back, you kind of, again, as you said, this is the woods. It is a very, it's a place that you should probably not be messing around with. So you're very guarded. You're walking very cautiously, very carefully. Not quite stealthing, but definitely walking to not alert anyone of your presence. And you hear just a single person coming from the area where your campsite was, which, people being where your camp is, that's not alarming. And as you look over, you see with somebody with their back turned, wearing these like long, like brownish, blackish leather pants, and this. Well, actually, I'll tell you what. I will put in what you guys see, or what you see specifically. Okay. And it's just this like red, almost like a corset type shirt with this like white furs around the shoulders and chest area, with these leather arm pieces, and then just what kind of gives it away at the moment is just the red hair that kind of, as you see that, you're like, is that Faith?
He, like, seeing, like, making the questioning to himself, he just stands there almost for a minute or so, debating on if he can even walk up to her at this moment, if it is her. And after a few moments, he's going to quietly step out from where he was.
And you see her, she's kind of like poking the fire, like trying to get the fire going, and she's kind of struggling with it a little bit. And being someone who's lived and survived in the woods for as long as you are, you can see that she's kind of struggling a little bit with keeping it going. And she looks she looks stressed, to say the least.
Without saying anything, he's gonna walk up and he's gonna walk kind of quietly up, and as he walks past her, before he like really gets into her peripherals, he's going to it's just gonna be, "You're gonna kill it that way. You're smothering it too much." As he picks, bends down, picks up a stick, and sticks across from her and starts correcting the fire.
And I will put you guys just right here, just for a sense of. So you have Faith here and Mox here.
When he walks over to the fire and says that, she just drops it all and just steps back. She doesn't even say anything. She's just like,
He's just quietly working the fire. And it just gets it going, and without looking up at her, he goes, he's didn't know if you would actually be back.
where's everyone else?
Don't know. I just got here.
What do you mean you just got here?
I was gone. I ran off
Why did you run off?
because I was angry, because I was trying to. It doesn't matter.
Where is my sister and Seven, Mox?
I don't know, Faith.
Why did you leave them?
Why did you make that deal? Why did you throw away everything?
I am not getting into that with you right now. I thought this other guy was supposed to make things easier. You knew that someone was coming to take Gregor and you ran off?
Yeah, I did. Because I made a selfish decision.
Yeah, well, apparently I'm not the only one who makes stupid decisions.
Why did you come back? Why didn't you just stay with him?
Because I don't want to stay with him.
Seemed like you wanted to be around just a couple hours ago.
Did any of that seem like I was in control of myself? Do you really think that I would get on my fucking knees and crawl across the fucking ground to grovel at some man's feet?
No. But I guess I don't know you as well.
I guess you don't. Well, can you look around and see if you can make heads or tails of this so we can find out where my sister and Seven are and maybe where Gregor is?
Fine. He'll angrily go around to do the to track.
Okay. Give me survival or investigation, your choice.
Whoops, hold on. That one. Nope. Okay, they are not. Hope is not a fiend.
Faith is gonna, while he's doing this, Faith is gonna go around and start packing up the tents and shit.
Okay. It was 16? 8? What was it?
16.
Also,
16.
I am a tiefling, so I do have fiendish qualities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy enough. You do see the tracks that lead off into the northwest that I mentioned previously, as well as the mechanical feet and the are we just going to call them fiendish figures of hope that you see kind of off, like a foot or two off to the side. You tracking is kind of your thing. you're able to not only kind of see that there are two very distinct set of tracks going off in the northwest, but you can tell that the larger set with the two drag marks is probably about is a little bit older than the second set of which looks like just Seven and Hope.
I've got them. They went northwest. There's some older drag marks, but I only have tracks for Seven and Hope.
Faith will kind of tie all the tents together and pulling it over her shoulder with anybody's stuff that got left behind, and like shove his tent at him and be like, "Fine, lead the way."
He'll just just kind of angrily take his tent from her, and just leading the way down there, obviously moving at a faster pace than her.
Okay. You eventually, after a while of walking, you notice two things. Number one, you see a smokestack coming, probably, as I said before, a good 10, 15, 17 miles out. And your first thought is, oh, it's probably them. And you begin walking and walking, and you get to the little clearing that they were on previously, and you see a much smaller, a much covered version of the fire, which is something that you're not used to seeing. So you kind of like put the hand out to Faith behind you to stop, and you kind of slunk down a little bit. You begin to creep, and you like peer through the bush, and you see just over the clearing, just in between like a few bushes and some rock and a tree, you see Gregor kind of like cutting a some kind of meat that's on this like little spigot, and he's just kind of like with one hand kind of like slicing it on this on the like little makeshift, almost like a grill that he's made, with like one hand around Hope, who's just like leaned up against him, passed out, and then maybe like like 5-6 feet off to the side, you see Seven just in his, you recognize his powered down state.
We found them. They're just up ahead.
All right, let's go.
I think I should go first and tell them that you're coming.
She doesn't even acknowledge that. She just pushes past him and keeps walking.
Hope, you're kind of like in that like half asleep state of just like, you know, kind of leaned up on Gregor's chest, and all of a sudden he kind of like shakes you real quick, and he's like, "We have company," and just like stands up and takes a step in front of you and draws his blade, his rapier out.
Just kind of shakes awake and looks around.
Seven,
Confused.
your alarm. Do you have the alarm set to where like if Gregor walks out, or is it just if someone other than the three of you?
Other than the three of us.
Okay, so then you're still powered down.
Yeah, Faith will call out once she gets so close,
Yeah.
in like a low voice.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
you both eventually see Gregor kind of step out and pull his rapier out, and at that point you're kind of like, it's me, and
Yeah.
y'all convene.
Guys, what the actual fuck?
I brought all your stuff.
Okay. Well, Seether's gone.
Faith looks at Mox.
I think he is dead, from what Gregor told me.
He's the reason why I am alive. I will be forever grateful for him. He kind of
Unless you
he
can
just kind of
die.
looks off like real somber.
That's not good, but
Yeah.
we, it's
Have I had a long rest yet?
A long no.
Okay.
You've had a short
well,
rest.
Well,
7, you also have finished your short rest.
sincerely,
Haha.
sincerely, fuck both of you. I'm going to bed. Or Hope heads to bed.
Okay.
yeah.
I assume maybe we will talk in the morning.
Maybe
Yeah.
gotta get going though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about earlier, Gregor.
Yeah, for what? You didn't do nothing. He just turns
Oh,
around
I
and
did. Yeah. Okay.
7, your alarm spell goes off. Woo, woo, woo. It's Faith and Mock step in, and it just like your eyes just like jolt open and like awakes you suddenly as your alarm spell goes off.
Oh my god, they're back. Oh, it's just you guys.
7 is wearing this really, really nice, like elegant coat. These like beautiful greens and browns.
Where'd you get the coat there, 7?
You know where I got the coat box.
Oh God, is it that fucking cloak?
Yeah. It's actually quite comfy once you get over the moistness.
Why are you wearing that? That is disgusting.
Look,
At least it's not
Right.
covered in tongues anymore.
not on the outside.
Oh dear God.
I don't want to see the inside. She's immediately just gonna go start setting up the tents.
He
For
unbuttons
your
it.
sake, I am.
Nope.
Yeah.
He
No,
unbuttons
no,
it
don't,
and opens
don't.
it up, and you just hear.
No, stop.
No,
Oh,
not looking.
no. Dear God.
Look, the way I see it is, we're not in a position to refuse any kind of advantage we can find.
No, you're correct, but that doesn't mean that I have to look at it.
I wouldn't necessarily say any advantage.
Just
Well.
fucking say it. Enough with the fucking backhanded comments. Just fucking say it.
Children,
What? You already know what the fuck I'm going to say.
Then shut up.
children, please go the fuck to sleep, and I will keep watch. It's been a very long day.
Mox is not going to say anything. He's just going to go set up his tent.
You can wake me up for the next watch.
They'll do.
Gregor kind of walks over and just like plops next to Hope. Just kind of leans over to Hope and goes, "No offense, you're still beautiful, but no sex tonight." And then just like face plants into the dirt.
It's okay. Hope
Thank
is
God for
out.
small favors.
Okay, so we'll put those of you currently sleeping in the circle, those of you not sleeping out of the circle. 7, you're on first watch. Are you on first watch by yourself?
Yeah, I suppose I am. He will, he doesn't have dark vision, so I guess he'll light up a torch,
Okay.
to kind of carry with him.
All right. You light up this torch. Uh, it is like carrying around a massive campfire in your hand. Just something to keep in mind. It is a massive light source.
Uh,
It is a beacon of light.
no, this ain't gonna work. He'll toss it to the ground
We
and
do
stamp
have
it
that.
out.
We do have that fire going.
You do have the cover, which is back here. So if you want to stay like in the campsite, you do have the covered, which gives you probably, I'd say, 10 feet of light. It's like a shining like a dim light.
Yeah, he'll probably stick to that
Okay.
and just kind of depend on alarm to kind of cover the back where he can't see.
Cool. I'll do it that way then. Just for my own way of keeping tabs. Easy enough. Give me, since you don't have dark vision, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, 15.
Not bad. With a 15, a little bit of time goes by. Um, you've spent enough time in these woods. You've probably spent like a good solid 8 to 10 nights in the woods total since you've been here. There is no noise. No rustling of bushes, no eerie winds, nothing.
So, ominously quiet.
Ominously quiet.
Um, Seven would like to spend a few minutes to cast Detect Magic.
Sure. Ten minutes goes by.
And
Anything in particular that you're looking?
he'll just kind of come out and basically just kind of walk around the perimeter
Mhm.
of the camp,
Okay.
uh, just seeing if he senses anything from out in the woods.
Yeah, like a little radar detector, just kind of making circles. Boop,
Mm-hmm.
boop. Okay. No pings.
Okie dokie. Um, and since it's the end of the day now, I'll get it back after the rest.
Mhm.
He'll do that one more time before his watch ends with uh, only this time using his see invisibility trait.
Okay. With your see invisibility trait. Um, Go ahead and give me another perception check as a straight roll. And if it's under 15, I'll count your 15. But okay, we'll stick.
Yep.
We'll stick with 15. um, yeah. Nothing. Just it is frightening how dead silent it is out in these woods right now. There's no critters. There's no wind. It's like just sitting in a silent vacuum. The only noise that's being made is the crackling of the fire and the shuffling of your friends. That's it.
He will finish out his watch, and when it's time, he'll go and shake Faith to wake her up.
Okay.
Anything?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
It's too quiet.
Yeah. I'll keep an eye out. Get some rest.
Okay.
Get your energy
The
back. We'll deal with it
the alarm will
tomorrow.
still be up, but yeah. And he'll kind of place a hand on
I
her shoulder as he
can I go
moves by.
outside the alarm spell, or do I need to stay right here?
Um, I suppose once we regrouped, if the DM says it's okay, Seven would have recast alarm to
That's fine.
include,
That's fine.
yeah. So you can.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure if I need to go check something since we're
I thought you
limping
were.
along right now.
I thought you were deciding if you were going to lie to her and tell her she can't leave.
Damn it, I didn't think of that.
Okay. Faith. Perception check, please. Seven. You have done a lot of watches in your time as member of the city guard, and you are confident you guys are perfectly safe right now.
Oh yeah. The crazy quiet, that's normal.
Yep. You're confident you guys are so safe right now.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, she's just gonna settle in and take watch and yeah, she's just gonna sit there. She'll wake up Mox when it's his turn.
Okay.
She's gonna let Hope and Gregor sleep because they seem like they needed it the most.
um. Mo-
Also, her sister's being scary, so you know.
Mox. Are you back? I don't think he's back.
You're muted, Sam.
He said he had to go feed the dogs, so I don't think he's back yet. It's okay. It allows me the chance to change the music for Mox. Mox.
I'm not hearing any music today.
I just turned it on.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear it now?
No.
Hmm. Is your audio turned up on Roll20?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe refresh your page.
Like it's not even giving me the symbol up at the top of my tab that's showing that it's playing music.
I hear the
The
Forest Night.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't hear jack shit tonight.
Yeah, you've got your audio's got this. Dude, my boom mic is pissing me off. It keeps coming unhinged. I'm about to come unhinged.
Let me see if I have Chrome muted or something.
Okay.
Strange.
We'll go ahead and we'll start with this part.
Oh well.
Faith. 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 Can other people hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear us? Hello. Hello, 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 hello. She's got audio issues.
Yeah.
Well, she's the only one awake, so I can't talk to anybody right now.
While Seven's resting, he would be kind of still watching in his sentry's rest.
Ah, Mox is back. Perfect. Mox.
Yes.
I can hear you guys.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, we got everyone back. Mox.
Sorry.
As you're sleeping, you kind of just begin to just wind down, and you find yourself waking up in a forest very similar to this one, with crickets chirping, and you see just over the distance there's this like hollowed out, rotten, massive stump, and sitting on it you see a cloaked, hooded figure in golden robes. And as you kind of look over, he kind of sits his hand out and kind of pats the stump next to him, beckoning you over.
Through the readings that he's done, could he very well indicate, like, just decipher that this is Osiris?
Because
Because he had done, because he had read the the book that Tomek had initially given Faith.
Yeah, you know that he's been known to be depicted in hues of gold and wearing golden robes and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be too crazy to think that.
Question for you: is the eye patch on in this area, in this dreamscape?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
He's going to quietly walk on over to the stump and sit down next to him.
Okay. You look over and you see like there are like he has arms, hands, fingers that give off this like goldish hue. Um, but the hood is up and it's just this like faceless, like golden radiated color coming from the cloak. You don't see a face or anything like that, but you just hear in this like very soft and soothing voice, and it just mocks. Please sit with me a moment. And you kind of come around and take a seat.
Yeah, he'll, like I said, he'll sit down next to him. It's not really saying anything, just kind of watching over the little horizon or is it no, not the horizon, just like staring like at
Yeah. Do you know why I like to sit here?
and this forest. I can't imagine why anyone would want to sit in a forest. But please tell me.
It is peaceful. The sound of the birds, swaying of the wind. It brings me peace and calm and comfort. I do hear you, Mox. I have not forsaken you.
Don't know how to be around her.
She is lost. She has been misguided. But you cannot give up on her. There is too much at stake. You know who she is. In the deepest part of her core. This is not her. You need to be there for her. Help her. And then eventually, when she's ready, she will understand the path that she is on is wrong. And she's going to need someone there to help her come back. That's what true peace is, Mox. It's forgiveness. You will never be at peace, true peace, until you learn how to forgive.
Don't. I can't see how. I tried to be what she wanted, what I thought would be good, what I thought I could be, what could be, and she would all way in one night.
She was scared, Mox. And she made a brash decision.
She couldn't even tell me that she did it, though. That he told me that what she did. That night, and each night something has happened with her. I was told by people, by her, that I needed to trust her. How am I supposed to do that?
With forgiveness. And I don't just mean her. Forgive yourself.
I can't, not until he's dead.
Then you will
Not until he's...
then you will continue to struggle, Mox. Until you learn how to forgive yourself, you will be stuck at this point of you will never grow. You will be stuck where you are until you can forgive yourself and forgive her.
She has to change for that to happen. And to actually change and not give promises that she's going to turn her back on.
Start small, Mox. It will take time. The stubborn ones, they tend to take the longest.
She's a He said she's about stubborn as a donkey.
Which means she will need more time than the most.
Why couldn't you help her in that time?
She wasn't ready to accept my help. And I've forgiven her for it. And I know that when she's ready, she will come. Just like eventually, when you learn how to forgive and find your true peace, she will come back, Max. You just have to believe. Not get caught up in who she is, but who you know she will be. She's scared. She's afraid. And a little foolish, but she's being misguided. And she needs her friends there with her.
Try, Osiris.
It's not going to happen in one day, Max, or in 1 week. And there will be days when you think you've fully mastered it and found your peace. And something will happen and your anger will return. But you just have to remember, Max. There are bigger things at stake.
I know. Can't think small anymore.
No. No, you cannot.
He wipes his eyes for a second as he just feels tears. You can just feel them tears building. The claw marks on his chest starts to just burn a little bit as as Cyrus talks about forgiveness, and he just remembers his family again. And he just like clutches the clothing around his chest into his hand and just I know how tricky he is, what he can do to people's mental states. Feels that go sour.
He is getting desperate. He has resorted to unconventional methods of finding allies, something he's never done before. This could prove beneficial. I know this is not something you want to hear, Max, but he could be useful. Remember, There are much larger things at stake here.
I'm working with the bare minimum with him. That's it. Anything else, and no.
You don't have to like him. You don't have to appreciate him. All I'm saying is, if you decide it could be useful. After all, that was once his throne, his position. I'm sure he's a wealth of knowledge.
And I always have secondary opinions as he kind of dangles the he kind of like uh uh plays with uh the hilt of the hilted sword um or the sun sword.
Mm. You will find your peace. It will come.
Am I gonna find peace and then somewhere down the line this process is just gonna begin again?
That's the beautiful thing of finding peace. Once you find it, it's always there with you. It's a great tool.
When I find it, I'll let you know how it works out for me.
As you're kind of hunched over and kind of looking down, you feel this warmth like around the backside of like your shoulders, like an arm being placed around your, excuse me, like an arm being placed around you. And he just says, I know. But now you need to wake up. And as you hear wake up, you just hear wake up, wake up, wake up. And you kind of like fade and you hear, and you kind of like jolt awake and you hear Faith's voice as she's kind of like shaking you and saying, Max, wake up. Waking you for watch.
What?
It's your turn for watch. Come on. I need to get a few hours of sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Go.
She's just gonna wait for him to get up and then just like crash into his warm spot.
Um, he goes to exit the tent, but before he fully closes it, he kind of looks back at her and just watches her as she's just laying with her eyes closed before putting it back down and heading out to their watch station.
As you're getting up and starting to like kind of walk off from the tent, you feel like something heavy around your neck. And you kind of put your hand up and feel, and there's something there, and you feel it, and it's a necklace. And it's got a bunch of beads, or a bunch of gems kind of along it. Roll me a d4, please.
Right. That's a 4.
There are currently 6 beads.
He's going to
Oh.
pull open his shirt and pull out pull it out to like inspect it.
There's a bunch of like there's 6 little like almost like vials hanging off of it. Fixed at the end of each of the vials are different gems in different shapes. One that just looks like almost looks like a diamond, but it's definitely not a diamond. It's like a glass almost. One that looks like a little crescent moon. One that looks like an oval shape. So different colors, different, and you kind of you see like one of them's made of like a black pearl. One of them's made of like aquamarine. It's very beautiful. Definitely weren't wearing this when you went to sleep.
Yeah, he obviously is like holding it confused and looking at it as he walks. Do we generally just say that the campfire is where we do watch and stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. As he walks out over to the camper, he's just kind of inspecting it, not haphazardly, but just slightly because he still needs to be watching out.
Okay.
He just looks confused. Just what is this?
Give me a perception check with advantage. This is based on sound and sight, or sound and hearing. 22. So the first thing you notice is as you're kind of looking, you're like, "What is this?" And you look it over, and the one that kind of looks like a goldish color, kind of looks like a sun emblem. You kind of look at it a little closer, and you see that like scrolled into it is that same symbol of Osiris. And as you're kind of like seeing that, you hear rustling coming from the bushes, like in this direction.
He immediately turns around, brandishing his centaur.
Okay. And you see there's just like almost like a large rock or something that's just like rolling, just and just like comes to a rest probably about 10-15 feet from you, right over here.
Malavar is going to cautiously approach, and kind of like tap it with the end of his scimitar.
As you tap it, it kind of like rolls over, and it's in that moment that you see it is it's a head, and you see that it is Seether's head, and shoved into an eyeless eye socket is a tied off parchment.
He's just gonna resheath his sword, and his centaur, and crouch down. Oh, Seether. I'm sorry, I wasn't there. And he's going to delicately take the parchment from his eye socket, and make a mental note that he should probably dig a grave.
Okay. You just leave the skull sitting where it's at.
He's like doing it. He hasn't gone far. He's still next to it. Like he grabbed the parchment paper and he's
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you open it?
Yes, he does.
Okay. So as you open it up, it's the same list that you were shown previously with the names, except now where Gregor's name was, it crossed out, and then in blood, like smeared in blood, you see Seether's name written, like just smeared over the word Gregor.
She decided to make a trade. Yes. So on this, so just for clarification, the names are still all the same except for Greg. big idiot or whatever his
Mhm.
name is on the list. It's crossed out and written for. Does it just say Seether, or there be like a
No, it says Seether.
little? Okay.
And it's like very shakily written. Like it's like zigzagged all throughout. It's not like sharply written or anything.
Yeah. This is like not the first time, but the second time he's kind of like seen the letter. And I kind of want to like he kind of makes a guesstimation, but there's always kind of been one thing that's kind of bugged him about this list. And even though it does seem like she's going in order, the last name on the list is the father. And at first, I guess there's I don't know if I can necessarily make a roll for this, but he wants to like make an insight roll to see if she's meaning that she'll kill Tomac, because he highly doubts that she would, and so he's trying to like investigation insight on who the father is.
I mean, you can make a intelligence roll if you'd like, just straight intelligence.
Okay. That's only gonna be a +1. Oh my god, that was cocked in the corner. That was that sucks. Okay, that's a 4, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like cocked halfway between 3 and 19 on my screen.
it's hard to say. I mean, it's a possibility.
Okay. He's gonna pick up the skull head and place it face down, so that way people can't. It's not just gonna be like, oh, there's a face there, and he's gonna grab a shovel and just start making a decently sized grave for it.
As you're making this decently sized grave for this head, off to the east, you hear just this like loud booming, like thunder would be the closest resemblance, or like a lightning. I mean, it's like, would you say Mox has ever heard the shot of a cannon?
I don't think so, because I don't think we've really encountered firearms anywhere.
No. Okay. So yeah, I mean, above game almost sounds like standing right next to a cannon. Just this loud, and you like duck down and like cover your ears instinctually. It wakes all of you up. It's so loud. And immediately you see this like flash. All of you see this like flash of like purples and blues and whites and yellows coming from the sky off to your eastern direction, far, far off, probably 50 to 100 miles off. As you look up in the sky, where the clouds in this centralized location, the clouds have almost like been ripped apart, and there is this like, it looks like a literal rip or tear in the sky. It's been pulled apart, and you're looking out into the cosmos, and you see all these colors being funneled through. And we'll take a break there.
Okay. I just
That's not good.
God
Yeah.
damn it!
Oh man, I just imagine like Mox is doing the Archer Mulp scene because his hearing is just like
Oh yeah.
intensified. Mulp,
Mop.
mulp, mulp.
Mop.
Can we just finish a long rest, please?
You all are going to get the benefits of a long rest.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Yeah, we will see everyone back in
Hooray.
15 minutes.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Hooray.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
All right, we are back. So, excuse me. As we left off, the sky was literally being ripped apart. And yeah, you guys are all awake with the benefits of your long rest. All of you notice Faith looks. Oh wait, you saw Faith walking up. I was gonna say all of you notice Faith looks very different, but no, you saw that last night.
Yeah.
She got fancy new clothes.
They is fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very sweet.
Alrighty.
So you said the sky is ripped apart and we can kind of see like
Yeah.
celestial bodies and stuff.
No, you don't see celestial bodies. You just see these like rays of color. So there's just like it's almost like lightning strikes coming from like inside of this rip in the sky where you look out and you just see space and the cosmos, and from it you just see like this flash of like purple, and then another flash of like coral, and then another flash of like yellow, and another flash of red, and a flash of like this onyx black. And it's not like, it's more like rays than like lightning strikes, but they're just like a ray of this color, and then a ray of that color, and then a ray of this color, and it's coming from this cosmo or whatever it is. All of you give me perception checks.
18.
Is this an advantage one, Chris, or no?
No, sir. This is sight based.
24.
24. Mox. As everyone's kind of pointing out these hues of colors that are just flying from the cosmos into your reality, you kind of pick up it's the other way around. It's these hues of colors being like beamed out into the cosmos.
Like, okay, so it's like something coming from like surface to air, essentially.
Yes. What
Okay.
appears at first sight of being air to surface is actually surface to air.
Okay. Malvar will run back and just you see that everyone's awake and gotta call it this. Whatever's doing that, it's close and it's on the ground. It's not coming from above.
Gregor's clapping. He's like, I love fireworks. This is fantastic.
These are not fireworks, Gregor.
Oh.
So are we going towards that, or are we going to deal with the windmill like we originally planned?
Where does it seem to be originating from?
Miles. Like I said, probably like close to like 50 to 100 miles off to the east.
Can we see like landmarks that we would know from our map of what it might be over?
I'll say give me a survival check.
I will
In,
guidance whoever has the highest survival.
Mox. That's just a D4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Faith would have asked that question out loud so that someone more knowledgeable of the area could make that assumption.
15 plus a D4. 17 total.
17 total. It's definitely coming from the direction of the Castle Ravenloft, but it's further. It's further east than the castle.
So it's actually past the village then too, right?
Oh yeah.
The village of Barovia.
Oh yeah. It's further north. It's almost, if you look at the map and imagine where the castle is, which is like north and it's basically north of Barovia, slightly, I mean, a smidgen to the west, but it's north of Barovia. The rays that you're seeing, these beams or columns of different hues of light, are coming from the almost almost direct east, if not slightly northeast of where the castle would be placed. So let me make it a little easier for you guys. If I was to put the map up here for y'all.
So it's kind of in our direction, kind of not.
Oh no, it's not in your direction.
Oh, okay.
So you
I thought
guys are. If we zoom out, if we do the zoomies,
That was
you guys are. Let me. What's the first one? Sure, Blensky, you can be the icon.
Mox is already on this
Oh,
on the board.
there we go.
Yeah.
So you guys are approximately like here-ish. You guys are like right here. It's being really laggy for some reason. It came from somewhere out here in this wooded area.
Did we go past the window?
Oh, sorry, you guys are not to the windmill yet. Sorry. Actually, no,
I was just like, what?
you guys are like
Go
here.
back, go back.
But yeah, so it's like where the word Slavic. See where that clearing is to the left of Slavic Woods in the forest right here.
Yeah.
It's kind of in that area.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, we're right next to the windmill, so we need to go take care of that before we try. We need to cut off some. We need to cut off some power before we go dealing with anything else.
Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
also for full transparency, because this might come in handy sooner rather than later. Rod showed me where there's a tunnel system that leads. It's probably about 2 hours from here. There's an entrance into it that leads to Castle Ravenloft and back to Vallaki. And I'm pretty sure I can get us back to it if we need it.
Oh, that is useful information. Of course, did he mention if anything is currently occupying the tunnel?
He said it's clear.
No. Okay. He says it's clear.
Mm.
And I would be very interested to know where that comes out.
He told you that he did tell you he's the only one that has knowledge of this tunnel, other than the ones who created it. And then you had asked him, well, what about the people who created it? And he told you he killed them.
Okay. I'm still interested to where it comes out at.
Yeah, that
Oh, Pep.
makes
Sorry,
sense.
hold on. My dog's about to throw up. Pep, down. There you go.
Not on the bed! Not on the bed!
Oh, the dog's about to throw up. I thought he was.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Chris can tell you the joys of carrying a child getting ready to throw up.
Oh God.
That's always fun.
Oh God.
Katie threw up all over me at the doctor's office a week ago. It was great.
The best is when they're in the baby stage and they throw up all over you from burping and eating. And so you put on a new shirt and then they immediately throw up on you again. You're like, God fucking damn it.
No. The best is when you've just fed them and they've burped on you and you change your clothes and then you sit back down with them and then they shit and blow out their diaper all over you.
I've never had a blowout be that bad before, ever. Luckily, thankfully.
I am an aunt to almost 30.
I just you're the fucking woman in the tree. What is it? The woman in the shoe?
Aw.
Woman in the shoe?
Yeah.
You're Brody's parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am an aunt to almost 30. So yeah, I've had my fair share of babysitting and all of that fun stuff.
Okay, we're gonna advance because if not, we'll never get anywhere. So, bloop. You guys approach the very, very familiar outside of the abode of the windmill. Oh, I guess we should let Gregor come too, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want him to stay behind by himself?
And
No.
update icons.
Look. If you're gonna be all difficult. Where is your icon? Oh, there it is.
Do we really need to be here? Can't we just like go to the Fane?
You were told this was where the Fane was. You were told that the Fane was in the monoliths by the windmill, which is these little black circles that I drew over here.
Yay, artistic.
Um,
I appreciate
well,
you.
this, according to what Mistra was telling us, this is the place where we will confront a possible version of ourselves. Isn't
And back.
is that right?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Possible dark future. What?
Hmm.
Did we
So
just
how many
run-
people are looking at Faith already?
Ugh.
Hope is
I imagine
vividly
everyone.
not looking at Faith right now.
Or for the last 2 days.
Mhm.
Um,
Go ahead.
set. Real quick, Seven. He will pull out the 2 scrolls of protection from good and evil, that he made a long time ago in the mountains.
I have one of them.
Okay. I couldn't remember if I handed them off last
Mhm.
time or. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have a scroll from you.
Yeah. So you have one,
Um,
and I guess maybe Mox
Yes, I do. have
Checking
one.
has one.
I do not have a scroll. Fuck you, Chris.
Really? Now the music works.
I'm refreshing it. It keeps cutting in and out. Um,
Oh shit.
maybe Gregor should have one, just in case. I don't know if they manage to dominate him somehow. It'd be real pain to have to fight against him again.
Yeah, especially if they can force an alpha transformation, that would be not good. Okay, can you actually turn it down, Chris?
Yeah, I just
Yeah, it's-
refreshed and it got really loud. Actually, no, I can't.
You have to
First-
turn it down yourself.
Well, I'm in like the player version.
Ah,
Hold on. I have no access to anything.
I'm so disappointed I didn't roll above a 16. On all those on all those dice rolls.
All right, there we go.
I haven't rolled above a 10 yet.
Oh, shut
Oh,
up.
I have once. Sorry.
Shut up, Critty.
That
McCurdy.
was weeks ago.
Crit McCritty, that was last night.
I only rolled one natural 20 last night.
You just rolled.
That
I was
was-
quitting last night.
That was Sam.
Yeah.
I just know it's not me. Anyway, back to this game.
So,
As you guys are kind of conferring and having these conversations, the front door just opens up, and you hear from inside just like whistling.
So, what are we doing, guys? Are we kicking down the door and starting picking a fight, or are we going in talking?
Well, looks like there's not a door to kick down anymore. It's already open for us. Last time we were here, they tried to kill us. I imagine they're going to do the same again once we showed ourselves, so it might just be a battle to the death at this point. This one.
Seven will start out by casting protection against good and evil on himself.
Okay.
Hope will cast protection from good and evil on herself as well.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
I would also do it off the scroll because
Mm-hmm.
wisdom saves.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
Y'all are so paranoid, guys.
Um, and Mox is going to like reach inside of his shirt, and you hear like a small little jingling as he like reaches to like the left side, and you just hear a small little click, and a small like little burst of radiant magic comes off of him, and um, everyone but him is blessed.
Yes.
Hooray.
How long does
7.
that last for?
Blessed. It lasts for only up to a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
He
might
doesn't
want
know.
might
He
want to
doesn't.
hold that.
He doesn't know how magic works yet.
7
Okay, yeah,
will
he won't pop it just yet.
7 will burn his last or his second pack slot and cast Armor of Agathis on himself.
Nice. Love that spell.
Okay.
And he will move towards the door.
Faith will follow her new little robot friend.
Okay.
Yeah, Hope is
Oh.
following behind Faith.
Okay.
Do we want 7 to go first, or do we want someone beefier to go first?
For the love of God,
I'd
do not
go
line
first.
up.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, Mox's gonna like be like off to the center of it. We did not learn from last night.
Yeah,
we
Gregor,
go.
you
There
should
we
go
go.
first.
Faith's gonna turn around and look at everybody and like hold up her fist and point to it and like mock punching somebody and then point at the door like, am I just going and swinging?
Gregor just walks in.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello. Is anybody home? Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
God.
He comes and walks out.
Oh.
There's just a lady in there washing dishes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
Yeah.
attack her?
Okay.
I can't. Faith, you go and you rush in. And you see like
No,
kind of.
she's just gonna stroll in.
Okay, as you're like strolling in, you see like washing dishes, and then like as you walk in, kind of like setting them down and turning around, you see a familiar person that you have not seen in a while. You see Irina. Oh, hello, Faith. It has been far too long. What are you doing here?
Hope. Faith just
What?
holds up a finger to Irina and goes, Hope.
What is going? Holy shit! It's Irina.
No,
Why?
it's
How the-
everyone. Hello. I've wondered where you all went. Gregor goes and like sits in the chair and starts like spinning in circles. Wee.
I tried sending you a message and it didn't work.
Oh,
What are you
is-
doing here?
Well, remember that time that you sent my nephew out into the snow alone to die, and I ran out and chased after them. Well, I got lost and ended up here, and it was abandoned, and so I've just been kind of I guess I live here now.
I would like
Okay,
to
well-
incite that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. All right.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
God. God damn it.
I'm gonna burn a sorcerer point and use magical guidance to re-roll that.
I rolled a 22.
Okay.
I rolled a 9. Oh. Well, yeah, this checks out.
Yeah, it was kind of a waste. Whatever.
You got to above a 10.
Yeah.
She seems to be telling the truth, as far as you can tell.
Even with Hope's 22.
As far as you all can tell. Hope's been messaged.
Ah,
Irina, where's the
well,
coven?
What is a coven? Oh, um, wait. How do you know about the That was years ago. It was so very long ago. They for sure have perished by now.
No, there was a coven here just a few weeks ago, or a month ago.
Uh,
um,
you are free to look around if you'd like. I'm just doing the dishes.
yeah.
Mox wants to. Mox goes to the window that he initially looked at when they first got here. Those Fane stones are still out there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, those are okay. Good, those are
I
still there.
am going to move to 7 and kind of tap him and subtly try to point for him to look behind Irina.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a. I'll say give me a
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand. Yeah, not stealth. Sleight of hand would be better.
19.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go.
7. As she begins to point it out, you see these like almost like if smoke or fumes were pouring out of like the bottom of somebody's pant leg or something. But you see like it's like spores.
Hmm.
Just tell me when to start smacking.
Spores pouring out of like her pant leg.
Mm-hmm.
Um, have I seen anything like that, or would have any idea like if that's like an illusion effect
Make a.
or
I'll say make a nature or arcana check, your choice. They'll have different results.
I'll do Arcana, it's higher. 18.
You can't think of any kind of spell or magical effect that would make spores come out of like people's pant leg.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb. You're not Irina.
Whatever do you mean? Of course I am.
No, Irina is dead.
No, you see,
And
I am very much alive. And as she says alive, her voice like begins to go from like a higher register to a much lower and lower and lower register. And she begins to like almost like shed her skin as it just begins to flake off. And what you actually see, bye bye, Irina, again. It was good seeing you.
yeah.
Good seeing you for 2 minutes.
Oh no. Consequences from a
Beginning of
long
the
time
campaign.
ago?
It's not like the DM likes to bring up old shit that you guys did.
This is consequences of Tomek and Winter's actions, I think.
Um,
yeah.
it's not like
Mostly Tomac.
To be fair, we were the two that died, so
yeah,
why don't we blame the other two?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're not here to defend themselves.
that's fair.
If they don't have a platform to speak on, kick them while they're down.
Where's my picture?
Sorry if you guys ever watched this campaign.
Where's my picture?
Oh, speaking of pictures, I need to send you a picture, Chris.
Reminds me of the Futurama joke of Richard Nixon is like, that's my style. I like to kick them when they're down.
All right. Well,
You killed my last Agnew.
Oh, what is that?
We are getting very distracted.
yeah. So what you see actually, as you guys are getting very distracted, is this feminine-esque figure begin to like step out of this like cracked and hardened husk of a shell that was once the skin and bone structure of Irina. And she has these long white legs that just almost look like roots down to the toes, and just like almost like flower blossoming torso with these wings that come off of her that have holes everywhere with this like mushroom cap of a head. And oh, I know where the picture is, guys. I'm so silly. Hold please.
Can I hit it now?
This is what you.
That's actually really cool.
That's
That is really
badass.
cool.
Thanks. As this is what you see stepping out.
Damn.
Give me just a second. Oh, son of a biscuit. Now everyone can roll initiative.
Yep.
Hooray! Ah, damn it.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Hello. I think Mox goes before Hope.
7, what'd you get? 8? No. 10.
At 10. I don't know why I didn't send it. Oh, good. Oh, because new character art on
Can
the
you
map.
post the picture in so that Sandy can see it?
I can try. You know what? I can do this though. I can do this. Look at that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh dear god, how are we gonna beat this thing? Did you just destroyed the windmill?
That is a
It's
that
so
is a
big.
that is a very bad placement for the windows.
Oh no, guys, it's a hot mushroom.
Oh no. I'm scare roused.
So there you go.
I'm scare roused.
I will shrink her back down to her normal size. Alrighty. Let's sort this. Let's get some battle music going here. Get rid of that nonsense. We need tense encounter. No, that one's stupid. I hate that one. Let's get bloodshed. This is not Pirates of the Caribbean. Up first is the hag, Irina Hag. She is going to use. Well, let's see real quick. Yeah, she is going to just begin to levitate off the ground, and she's going to go over these bookcases and land, or not land, but kind of like be in the air right over here. And she is going to use her dispense spores. So I need a wisdom saving throw from everyone.
Oh no, maybe I
Damn.
should have activated that bless.
Do we get
Do we
advantage?
get advantage because of the protection from good and evil?
That depends. What did you choose?
It's not a choosing, it's
You don't have to
incumbent.
choose.
Oh, you don't have to
Yeah,
choose.
it's not
Then yeah.
Okay, let's roll again then. Yay!
Oh, thank
Nice.
God. I think I still.
Oh, look at Gregor.
Gregor! Way to go, bud!
It's
You know-
gonna be
That's my-
one of those nights. Oh my!
That's
Did mine
my
show
smart boyfriend.
up? Did
No,
mine,
it did not show up. What was yours?
mine's an 11.
Okay.
Oh.
So Hope. Yes.
I don't think mine showed up either. I rolled a 12.
Okay. Hope and Gregor, you both save. Every
17 doesn't save?
it does not.
Oh no.
The rest of you see this like these spores just dispense out and just begin to like float down, and all of you just instinctually breathe them in. All of you that are currently, any of you that are currently concentrating or on a spell, or have the effects from a spell, they are now ended. And any of you and no one can cast spells until the start of its next turn.
Oof.
Oh no.
Everyone
I
has
could-
protection from good versus evil.
So all of your protections from good versus evil are all gone.
I can still cast though, right? Because I saved.
You saved. You can cast, and you are
Okay.
still
Got
have your effects. You no longer lost the concentration or the effects of the spell.
Fantastic.
Gregor was
go.
never under any effects because nobody did anything for Gregor, so he's just normal. He's like, oh, that tastes like flowers. Nom nom nom.
No, don't ingest the spores.
He's just trying to catch him on his tongue.
That sounds like snowflakes.
Snowflakes.
And then for a no, she's not going to do that yet. We're going to save that. That's all she's going to do for right now. And she's currently, I will say that she is currently 10 feet in the air.
Okay.
And I'll put that on there to indicate that she's flying.
So she's currently 10 feet in the air, huh? The initiative tracker's gone.
Mox, you're up.
The initiative tracker is gone. I was making sure. Mox is gonna transform.
Alrighty. There you go. You have transformed. See what I did, guys? I made a token that can change.
That's awesome.
Hey.
I'm not teaching you.
Oh.
I'll teach you.
Can I like run up onto the table and then that just be enough for me to be able to reach her?
Yeah.
If she's only 10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Alright, perfect. These are non-magical claw attacks because he does not have his thing active yet.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And a 23 to hit.
That also hits.
That's going to do 9 points of slashing on the first one,
Okay.
and 9 points of slashing on the second one. Neither one of them magical yet.
Doesn't seem to matter.
Awesome, love that. And that's his turn.
Okay. Wait. Sorry, give me 1 second. Boom. Okay. That is his turn. Hope, you're up.
Okay. As a bonus action, I am going to cast a 4th level spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
Nice.
I have spiritual weapons.
Nice.
Can spiritual weapon be upcasted?
Nat 20.
Yes.
Would you like a longsword, a mace, a great axe, or a warhammer?
A mace.
You got it.
And yes, spiritual weapon can be upcast, does more damage.
Yes.
Oh, no, okay, I heard you.
So that was
Where
a
do you,
nat 20.
Where are you placing it? Here? Are you placing it here to give an advantage? Where are you putting it?
I mean, if that's where it needs to be to give him advantage, yes.
Okay. Okay, so a
So-
natural 20 on the first. So that is 14 plus 6. That's 20 points of damage on the first. And it's radiant damage, you said?
It's force damage, I believe.
Force damage. Okay. Good to know.
Just- It is force damage, right? I'm not crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, it takes force damage equal to
Okay.
2d8 because I upcast it.
Perfect. I don't know. I just thought it was radiant because it's a spiritual weapon, but okay.
It would make sense if it was.
I mean, I only
And
played a
then-
cleric for 2 years, but it's fine.
As my action, I will cast a level 3 guiding bolt.
Okay. Do it.
13.
That's gonna miss, unfortunately. So as it like
Okay.
whomps it on the head, it kind of turns around to like figure out who's attacking it, and as it turns around, it just kind of like it takes off your guidance, and it just it would have hit had she have not turned around due to the strike of your mace, but unfortunately it goes wide and it just hits the
And then
wall.
Gonna use my movement to hide over here.
Okay.
Like I'm peeking out, so I'm not like
Yeah, and
not seeing anything.
she's also
but
in the air, so she could definitely see you, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
it's okay. This is just Hope's instinct,
Yes. Okay.
and that's my turn.
Alrighty. Gregor! He sees Mox jumping up on the counter or up on the table. He's like, oh, Mox, that is fantastic idea. I will join you. And we're gonna have to make a I'll let you make it, Mox. Go ahead and give me a just overall strength check for the strength integrity of the table as a Goliath
no.
and a werewolf are standing on it.
Come on, he's 15.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, so he gets on it, and you definitely hear a couple like, you're like, oh shit. But he gets on there, and he pulls out his trusty scimitar, and takes his 2 attacks.
Does he want to do his Crimson Right first as a bonus action?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. And then just for double checking, did you say my slashing damage did seem to go through?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It did. So 28 for the first, that hits, and a 19 for the second also hits. So 8 and 8, 16 points of damage. He comes up and oh, look, it bleeds. Die! It just starts slashing the shit out of it. And 7, you are up.
Okay, and I cannot cast anything, right?
Not until the start of
end
its. Not until the start of its next turn.
Okay, so that kind of only leaves me with one thing. 7 will pull out his handy dandy grappling hook, and can I? Is it like integrated into 7, or can he give it to someone else to use?
No, it isn't. It is an attachment of yours. It is your arm, essentially. Like your fingers retract in, and the grappling hook retracts. It comes out.
Gotcha. Okay.
Don't worry, 7. I'm strong enough to grab hold of you.
Okay. he will pull out the grappling hook and line it up at Arena
Mm-hmm.
and give it a fire. So do I just... Man, it's been so long since I used this.
Your grappling hook. So make a. You are proficient.
Just like a...
It's a dex. Add your dex. Roll a d20. Add your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus.
Okay. Should be +5 then. Oh dear lord. Can I burn a sorcery point to use my magical guidance and re-roll that?
Normally, I would say you could, but right now you're currently under the effect of anti-magic spores.
Okay.
So I
Fair enough.
need you to roll me a d4. A 1 or a 2, Mox is getting hit. A 3 or a 4, Gregor's getting hit.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. You get down here.
Mox,
Yes.
go ahead and roll damage for that grappling hook. As a grappling hook is fired, and this Irina just kind of like.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
That's actually great because does that mean it doesn't do no damage because it's not magical or silver, and Mox has resistance to that in werewolf form.
Well, it's It's a minimum of 1. It's just
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
like when you have an unarmed strike that does 0, it does a minimum of 1 point of damage. So
Okay, because
yeah. So you take 1 point of damage and you just kind of pull out this grappling hook that's been like embedded into your arm and just like throw.
just slightly, just like getting a splint. Like, he pulls up and looks at gives a look at Seven like, what the fuck?
I
Max,
just
throw it into her.
I'm gonna use my claws. That seems to work better.
Anything else you want to
no, I'm done.
do?
I'm
Cry-
gonna lay down.
that was
cry a little.
three nat ones in a row.
Why
That
am I
is-
always the one?
Well, granted,
It's
2 of them
difficult.
were D4s.
Fair.
But yes, it is still horrible luck. Faith.
I'm always the one who gets hit on nat ones too.
Yeah.
No, it's usually
That's
me.
usually Faith. Well, it's only from Seether.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Is the grappling hook embedded in Mox?
No. He like took it out and just like dropped it on the ground.
Because I don't think I can reach her from the ground.
No.
Can I use the rope to try and like throw it up over her shoulder and then like rip down and embed the grappling hook into her to try to pull her down to the ground?
So you want to like basically you just want to try to like lasso her.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Like flip the rope up over her shoulder and then pull real hard and like try to embed the grappling hook into her.
Yeah, I'll say
To pull her down.
give me a dexterity, just straight dexterity check. Because this is definitely would not have a proficiency bonus.
16?
Fortunately, that misses. So you do get it around her, but as you go to pull, it just like kind of like slides right off of her winged exterior, and doesn't actually it doesn't actually get around her body. It just gets around the wings, and it just slides right off the wings.
Okay. For my bonus action, I will summon my echo right here.
Okay, I have something for that.
Nice.
Bloop. Alrighty. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alrighty. For its turn, oh man, do I want to be a jerk? Nah, not yet. But
Obviously, no, you do.
it is gonna use its dive bomb feature, to where if it flies at least 20 feet in a straight line towards a target before making an attack, the attack is made with advantage. It is going to dive bomb at you, Faith.
Great.
So it is going to take its attack. Does a 24 hit?
No. No.
Okay, that's 8 plus 6 is 14 points of slashing damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
14.
That is a failure.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And you also take 10 points of necrotic damage. As the claws that as they go to as she's diving down towards you, these sharpened claws just begin to like grow from her fingertips, and you see this like purple ichor beginning to drip off of them as she just rakes into you. But unfortunately, that's all she can do this turn because she went feral.
Oh darn!
Yeah, that's her turn. Mox.
Okay. Mox is going to use his Crimson Right.
Hey,
to
look,
take-
guys, she's on the ground now. I got her on the ground.
She is on the ground.
Huzzah.
Nice. Take 1 point of necrotic damage. As he like scratches his forearms with his claws, and his claws erupt in and not just purple, but purple and gold flame.
Ooh.
and he's going to hop off the desk. I'm sure there's like a release crack is like it like comes back up from just there's less weight on it now.
Yeah.
And he'll go and take some claw swipes on her.
Go for it.
Advantage.
With advantage.
24 to hit.
That hits.
And 15?
That
16?
That misses, unfortunately.
Okay, that's okay.
But the first one does hit.
Okay, I need to code in extra strikes for my Crimson Right. So that's gonna be 3 points of fire damage plus 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So one thing that you... Oh, shit. Instead of pushing minus 13 for the health, I just hit 13 and it modified the HP down to 13.
Oh no.
One thing that you do notice that as your Crimson Right slashes into it, the fire seems to burn a little brighter and do a little bit more damage than what you were expecting it to.
He is obviously going to shout that out to everyone, especially Gregor, and just tell him to use the power we carry. Everyone, use fire if you can. That'll be his turn.
Alrighty. Up next is Hope.
I have no fire damage, so bonus action, spiritual weapon,
Bonus
strike.
action, boink.
Bonk. I bonk him.
It didn't roll.
There goes 12.
Fuck.
Yeah, unfortunately
Oh,
that
doesn't have
misses.
advantage yet.
And we're going to do a level 1 guiding bolt.
Yeah, guiding bolt.
Fuck!
Damn it.
15. Unfortunately, it's almost like deja vu. It's dodging your spiritual weapon, and as like you're lining up your shot, you're like, "Gotcha, bitch!" And as you shoot it, the spiritual weapon takes its strike and it slings out of the way of the spiritual weapon. And again, had it have not dodged the spiritual weapon, it would have hit, but unfortunately, it misses.
I didn't realize that Hope was Shadow Heart.
Shark.
Ugh, that's my turn.
That's unfortunate.
I was so
Sorry.
good at being a cleric a month ago.
you look over and Gregor is like looking down at his hands, and you just hear him going like, "Use what I carry. I'm not carrying anything."
No, use the power we have.
Yeah. And he just steps in and he activates his Crimson Right as well. Which, well, D6. So he takes 3 points of damage as his rapier lights up, and he takes his 2 swipes. Swiper, no
Is
swiping.
he using a rapier or a scythe?
Scimitar, sorry, scimitar. I keep saying rapier, but it's definitely a scimitar. First attack is a 25. Second attack is... Thanks, guys, you ruined it. It's a 15 and that misses. So he does 11 plus 4. 19. Math. Things. 7. Go while I do math.
All right. Let's see.
God, did it again. All right. What you doing, 7?
All right. If I move, can I move here?
Yeah, that's fine.
And make a ranged spell attack?
Can.
All right. I will.
Fireball.
Yes. No. I would love to, but
Ethan's
again.
perfectly positioned for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's perfectly positioned for it.
Let's be real. The only one he likes in the group is Hope anyway.
I mean,
They are reading buddies.
When was the
never
last
mind.
time they read? When was the last time they
I
read?
I will twin cast a Eldritch Blast and line up
Ooh.
4 shots at Irina. And he's just like, I'm sorry we couldn't save you, Irina. Nothing personal. So,
But die.
20.
That misses.
What?
I'm kidding.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
That hits.
16.
Misses.
All right. It's not rolling the last one. Hold on. There we go. And a 24.
That hits. So you have 2
All right.
regulars and 1 crit.
All right. Let me do the 2 regulars.
Okay.
It's 10, 14.
Okay, so 24. And it is, what kind of damage is it?
Force.
Okay.
And 8. Which I guess if we count that as the crit, that would be
16.
yeah.
Got it.
And
All right. It
that's
is
my turn.
Yeah, as it kind of like starts taking these 3 blasts, you look over and it's starting to show some minor appearances of being like affected slightly. Faith.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull out my sword and smacky, I guess.
All right.
At least I get advantage.
Yeah.
Maybe I can actually hit something for once. Nope.
But that's a
Uh,
19.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 hits.
Okay, well then let me roll my other one before I roll damage. Holy shit.
Wow.
There's
Six-
another natural 1 for the day. Does a 16 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
So 200 damage for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will attack from my echo.
Which is not an advantage.
24 to hit.
Doesn't matter. It hits.
And another 8 points of damage.
Nice.
And that is my turn. I don't know.
Alright.
Can I move my echo over here? Is there enough space for that?
Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty.
Just to let somebody else in there.
Yeah. My computer's being very slow. Come on, computer. Okay. So it's on its turn. It begins to. You see, like these like roots begin to come out of its like toes and out of its legs and begin to like it like jettisons through the wood and into the ground. And she seems to be anchoring herself into the ground for some unknown reason. But all around you, you see. Ah, stop it. Get up. What? No, stop. Stop being stupid. Who went last? Faith? Faith, roll me a d6.
Okay. One.
Nice. As 2 of these creatures begin to just like manifest and form from the splintered wood on the ground. And this one is going to move in and attack you, Faith, and this one's going to move in and attack you, Mox. They have +6. They will eventually have +6. There it goes. So 25, I'm assuming, is going to hit you.
I'm pretty sure 25 hits both of us, so whichever one you're trying to hit.
And then the second one, Mox, does a 16 hit you?
16 does not hit me in werewolf form.
Alrighty.
I would like to Silvery Barb, the one attacking Faith.
Alrighty. Does a 20 hit you, Faith?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's all good.
And who are you going to give the advantage to?
Give it to I'll just give it right back to Faith.
Okay.
She seems to be the center of the aggression.
Thanks, buddy.
You take 9 points of necrotic damage, and you notice, you look over, and the if you imagine like the trunk of a mushroom, the white part of the mushroom, that's basically what like the material of her legs are made up of, and they begin to just like slowly, the wounds begin to slowly heal up.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be her turn.
Okay. Mox is gonna go now, and he's gonna make 3 claw attacks.
Do it.
What? I will once the dice roll. That's a 21 to hit.
It hits.
Or 22 to hit, sorry. That's a 16 to hit, which misses. Bonus
Mhm.
action. Oh, 15 hit. I only hit with, or 16 hit. I only hit with 1. Damn it. Okay. And
How did you get a 15 plus 15 plus what?
what are you talking about?
The first one says it's a 37.
I don't know. I just rolled it with advantage.
Okay. So
Yeah.
nine points of fire damage.
No, it's not all fire damage. I was
Yeah, it's
trying
only the
to-
crimson is fire.
Yeah. I'm just gonna delete this. I thought I could do something cool, but it's. I'll just roll them separately again. My bad. It's just easier. So predatory. That is 10 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and 2 points of fire damage.
Got it. Okay. Again, it's starting to show some wear and tear for sure.
Okay. Cool. That's his turn. That's bonus action and action. So yeah.
Okay. Hope. Before you move, it is going to take a legendary action.
Oh, god damn it.
I need Faith, 7, and Hope all to give me wisdom saving throws.
Okay. 13.
15?
Yep.
Okay. All 3 of you fail.
Wait,
Could
Don't I
I
have
re-roll it
advantage?
with a sorcery point?
I have advantage.
You actually do
my-
have advantage because yours is still up. So, and yes, 7, you could re-roll yours.
24.
That is a
There
save.
you
go.
Do I have advantage from Silvery Barbs, or is that only on attacks?
Only on attack
No, it's
roll.
on your next roll, isn't it? It's on,
Uh,
yeah.
I'll give it to
Silvery
you.
Barbs
Go
is-
for it. I'll give it to you. Okay, that didn't help.
Oh no.
7. What is your re-roll for your Mystic Arcana, whatever? Seven?
lost 7.
I think we lost 7.
Yeah, silvery barbs. The chosen creature has advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw it makes within 1 minute.
Nice. We're just gonna keep going, and then whenever 7 comes back, we'll fill him in. But you see the eyes of this creature just go jettison black as it lets out a demonic glare. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the damage. So as of right now, Faith, you take 18 points of psychic damage, and you are frightened until the end of its next turn. And you are in the clear. And you look over and you see that Faith's skin is beginning to like shrivel and like wither like a wilting flower. Hope, you take 9 points of psychic damage and you are not frightened.
Ouch.
And then 7 will roll his when he comes back. But it is your turn, Hope.
Okay. I am going to look at my spells. I'm gonna... Fuck.
You're gonna. Gregor's like, yes,
Invoke
let's go.
duplicity! I'm going to invoke duplicity.
Alrighty. I got something for that. Where do you want it?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you
hear
now. You good, buddy?
Yeah, I leaned back in my chair and fell over, and the chair like knocked into my computer and froze everything up and like cracked the side of it.
Oh my god.
Oh
Right.
no!
Oh no!
Jesus.
This-
But you're okay though?
yeah.
Can you roll me another wisdom saving throw for your whatever arcana thingy?
Sorry, good point.
Yeah.
Just whenever. Oh,
Jesus.
buddy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's
Oh.
fine.
Oh no!
You take
This
you take 18 points of psychic damage, and you are frightened of the creature until the end of its next turn. And because you failed to throw by more than 5, the roots that sprawled from it into the ground are beginning to like wrap itself, like coil itself around your legs currently.
okay.
And your movement is currently 0.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Is this where you wanted your duplicate?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. What would you like to do
So-
next?
I invoke duplicity with my action, and with my bonus action, we're gonna hit her with the spiritual weapon.
Bonk.
And it has advantage, right?
It does
Because-
not. The spiritual weapon is
Yeah,
not
it-
flanking.
Oh.
It-
Now, if you
Maybe
swapped the
someone's rogue.
positions, then it
Yes. Can I do that?
would. I will allow it.
Thank you. You are so kind and generous.
Remember that, guys. I'm kind and generous. Go ahead and make your attack with
20.
advantage.
23 to hit.
That hits.
I don't know why it's not showing up.
That's okay.
18 points of force damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, it's starting to show some pretty decent signs of damage.
That's my turn.
Okay. Gregor. He's just like, ah, this is so much fun. I'm going to chop this mushroom into pieces and make stew. And just goes back to slashy McSlashing. 27, that's gonna hit. 22 is gonna hit. So he does, Jesus, 12 and god damn. Plus his Crimson Right damage. 24.
Nice.
He does 30 points of damage on his 2 strikes. Actually,
Go, Gregor.
36 points because fire is it's vulnerable to fire. And as it's like slicing through, for the first time you see it beginning to react to the strikes and the pain. It's just seeming to not enjoy itself currently.
Good.
7. You are currently frightened of it. Your speed is 0. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I can still make attacks, but just with
A
disadvantage.
Correct.
Okay, I will use my reaction to restore balance, to remove disadvantage, and I'll leave it up to you, but I was going to twin spell Eldritch Blast again. Would that remove disadvantage on all of it or just one of the blasts?
It would probably only do it on the first one.
Okay.
So technically, 2, because it's 4 blasts total, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So then the first 2 would be straight rolls.
Okay. Fair enough. I will go ahead and roll that up. 2 straight rolls.
It misses, unfortunately.
Yep.
Misses, unfortunately. The next 2 at disadvantage. If you get a 10, I will gift you a pity roll.
Hey.
I will gift you a free straight roll to try one more time.
Okay.
Oh yeah! Pity roll.
I'm never
Huzzah, the pity roll.
I'm never taking pity on you again. Go ahead and roll your crit damage.
All right.
Jesus.
16.
Alrighty, it's
So 32
it
on
is-
a crit?
Yeah. Well,
Oh my god.
they're 29 because 3 of that is the Hexblade Curse damage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, that can't be right.
That 1d10.
Yeah, it's only 1d10.
I rolled a 13, so it should
You
be
can't roll a 13 on a d10.
1d10 plus 3. I
Yeah, so-
rolled max.
So it'd be 20 plus 3 is 23. Plus the 3 points of the Hexblade Curse is 20. It's 26 points of damage.
Do you add your charisma modifier to your
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast?
I do.
Which is what that
that's
is.
where the other 3 comes
Yeah.
from.
Okay. And I haven't used the Hexblade Curse on her, so it
Oh,
would
okay.
just be 23. I don't know why it's adding that in if it is.
Yeah, it is. It's okay.
It's
I got
it's
it.
Same
fine.
reason it always adds my sneak attack in the other game.
I guess it just puts it
Yeah.
on there it's like a just in case thing or something. But yeah, anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's everything. And I
Alright.
can't move. So
Faith.
Does the flanking cancel out the disadvantage, so it's just straight rolls?
Correct.
$25
That hits.
and a 21.
Those both hit.
Seven damage and 14 damage, so 21 total. Slashing, and it's my silver weapon. I don't know if that makes a difference for anything.
Not really. Alrighty.
And then I will manifest Echo
You already have an echo.
I know. I'm attacking through my echo.
Oh, okay.
That's what manifest echo is.
Thought you were creating another one.
30, 20
That hits.
for another 12 points of damage.
Jesus, guys.
Hey, look, I can roll dice again. And then I'm going to action surge, attack. 17,
That misses.
30, 20
That hits.
for 13 points of damage.
Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus.
And then with my bonus, oh no, I don't get a bonus action.
You do not.
Okay, that's it. Oh, I'll manifest echo again and attack one more time. Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Or not.
Alrighty. Seeing as it's the spiritual weapon on the adjacent side, I'm not going to make you roll to hit a spiritual weapon. The hag is up, looking the equivalent of bloody. You see this deep purple goo just like beginning to like pour out of it. It is going to use fungal restoration. Any creatures ingrained will send out all healing power. So is 3d8. Oh, lucky.
Yeah. There we go.
So 7, you take 12 points of necrotic damage. And again, it seems to be healing up its wounds a little bit. Oof. I'm running out of shit. Alrighty, that's gonna be its turn. Mox, you're up. This thing's looking rough.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Come on, I want to roll with advantage. There we go. That's 26 to hit.
That hits.
That 17 misses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay. I only get one hit again. Okay. So that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And when that attack goes through,
Mm-hmm.
the fire is going to ignite on Hagarina's chest, leaving a searing of Mox's family crest on her chest, and she currently has the brand of castigation, which I will display in VTT.
Okay.
Essentially, whenever she makes an attack on someone within 5 feet of me, a certain distance of me, she takes damage.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Chris, sorry, I was like falling out of my chair when I had to make that save. But do we get a chance to break the fear condition?
You're only feared until the end of its next turn, so the fear ended at the end of its next turn. So you are no longer feared.
Okay, gotcha.
It just was bad timing for Faith because it goes after Faith. So at the end of Mox's turn, it is going to use another legendary action. It's going to use its final legendary action, and seeing that it is bloodied, fucked up, surrounded, and you guys are just beating the shit out of this thing. Oh, fuck! This is literally all I got. Man, this thing was so cool too. Y'all fucked it up.
We're just sorry. Not really, but sorry.
All right. What you see is you just hear her go, this might be the end for me, but at least it will be the end for one of you too. And it takes off the mushroom cap that's like on its head is like a hat. And it just tosses it up in the air and spins it almost like a frisbee. And you see these spores just begin to like rain down. And I need everybody here to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, that's a fail.
Ah, man. My saving throws.
There's a lot of fails in there.
Oh, way to go, Hope. Hope is the only one who passed.
Hope is the only one that passed, which makes sense. She's the furthest away.
Yep.
She has, based on the amount of hit points that she has. Okay, so I have to do 2 different sets because I can't roll that many dice. So 30 plus 14, 44 points of necrotic damage to everybody except for Hope, who takes 22 points of necrotic damage.
Fuck.
As you look over, and it's this,
I'm down.
and there is this hazy
down.
mist everywhere in here.
So, Chris, would you regard Faith's Echo as a creature?
No.
Okay. That it's
It
going to...
vanishes instantly anyway. Once I go
Mhm.
down, it vanishes.
Well,
Yeah.
also, as this mist begins to like subside, you notice that the hag that was standing there, there's just these like chunks of like mushroom that's just like littered across the ground, and these little wooded creatures that I forgot to attack with just crumple to the ground. As it appears you are out of combat.
I was gonna say because she would have taken 6 points of combat damage.
No, she
6 points.
she
Yeah.
she did a suicide bomb.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I use my thing.
We're bleeding out.
Yeah. Mox is gonna go over, and he's gonna turn out of hybrid form, and he'll reach in underneath his neck, underneath his shirt again, grab one. Gregor could hear like a small jingling and a small little crack, and I'm pretty sure. What did I have again? I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, he will use one of his prayer beads to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on Faith.
I will cast a Cure Wounds on 7.
Thank you.
Sorry, Faith, you only get 4 points.
That's okay.
It's his first time. Take it easy on him.
Never done this before. It's weird. But yeah, Hope and Gregor would see Mox like put his hand down on Faith, and just like golden light comes from his palm as he heals her up.
And as you guys are healing your friends back to health, that like really hazy spores are still like super thick in here. Turn this down a little bit. It's still really thick in here. Like it's almost like hard to see, hard to breathe.
We need to get out of here, guys.
Yeah, he'll like try to like help Faith outside, and if he can.
7 will pop a regular healing potion and open up these 2 windows. and
as
just try and
yeah, as you
air
open
out
it
the
up,
room.
yeah, it just begins to like billow out, like almost like a burning house. The smoke just billowing out as you see all this debris and these spores just funneling out of the window. Gregor kind of like picks you up by one hand. He's like, "Come on, buddy, it's time to go." Like just like carries you like a football under his arm.
Yep, let me down.
You get out to the outside, and he's like palming your head and just sets you down on the ground, pats you on the head. You did good, friend.
I hate you so much. No, you did good too.
Well, that was a lot of fun. He's like licking his scimitar, like all the shit and like purple goo off it.
I would
Don't.
not, Gregor. I would not be eating that. Please don't.
It is delicious.
No, it's. I guarantee you, it's probably not. It's. Look, we don't know if she's poisonous or not, so let's. I
It,
prefer to keep.
it tastes like salmon berries.
Salmon berries.
Okay, let's head to the.
Yeah.
Hope just points and starts walking.
Faith, do me a favor and roll me a d4. Roll me a d4, please.
Oh, a D4. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
1.
1. As you guys are all standing there trying to like figure out where to go and all that. Actually, no. Roll again. You can't roll a 1. You know better.
Oh no.
4.
Mox, you look over and these like just something just seems to come over Faith, and she just like almost like zombified starts like walking towards you and just begins to lunge at you. And you've seen this before.
Oh no, he had his like arm underneath her carrying her outside.
I was
Yeah.
saying this was happening as like at this point, as opposed to going back in time. And as you kind of like brush her aside, the kind of glossed over eyes kind of fade a little bit, and she kind of rattles and shakes herself and comes to.
Did you just try to fucking bite me? He doesn't even wait for a response, and he starts walking towards the Fane.
Faith has just got to walk over here to try to gather herself.
Seven will come over by Faith and just kind of stand quietly.
She turns so that her back kind of stays to you for the moment.
He'll give her a moment to kind of compose herself or gather her thoughts.
Gregor, come over here.
Oh, I wasn't sure which way to follow. Okay.
As like Mox is like walking away, like most people would be able to like hear him like grumbling to himself, almost like he's having a conversation, to himself as he's like putting his hand against his eye patch.
After a couple minutes, Seven will kind of speak up. I know you can't control the new urges that you have. Is there anything we can do to lessen the burden of it?
No, I need to No. She is going to dig through her bag though and pull out the potion of greater healing. And take that.
That's a red liquid.
A whopping 10 points of healing.
Eee.
Better than being at 4.
Yeah.
Well, just take your time. And when you're ready, you're welcome to join us. I'm not even sure what exactly we're supposed to do at this hinge, but I guess it couldn't hurt to take a look at it. I'd like to check out the windmill as well and make sure we've cleared it. I don't trust that the Irina was the only thing waiting here.
Yeah, I don't either.
Faith is gonna get hit with
Oh.
a level 3 healing
Oh.
word. So 10
Level
points
3
of
guiding
healing.
bolts.
Guiding bolt. I swear, I thought that's just smite.
Stop being a bitch.
Being stupid.
Faith will come back, but she will give everybody a very wide berth and kind of stand back.
Okay. Hope is
So she
going
still
to-
looks like dog shit. So does
Oh, Mox
Seven.
looks so hurt too.
Yeah,
He does not look
something's
good.
rough.
Yeah, you guys all failing was not a good thing.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, you know what?
Do we
I will
wanna...
cast a
Maybe we should take a short rest so we could use hit die.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That might be a decent idea, actually, yeah.
Okay, short rest it is.
As you guys are sitting down to short rest, give me perception checks, everyone.
And I have advantage on this, or is this sight only?
Sight. It is sight.
19.
Oh, there's my rolls.
Yeah, we're not in combat.
21.
Yep,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, Faith
is just kind of leaned back
Mhm.
against the wall and
Yeah,
Plump
yeah,
down.
you're leaned against the wall, and it makes sense because it's actually coming from this direction here, so it's hard to see. It'd be impossible for you to see from your vantage point. But you guys kind of turn around and look, and that rip in the sky is gone. Everything is back to the way it was.
Anyone else think that was another attempt to bring another plane in?
Or to send something out. Didn't you say?
It was a
Right.
yeah, it was a service, but I don't know what she. It seemed more like she was trying to bring stuff in rather than push stuff out. But I don't know what that.
Who
Could
knows
be.
what she's trying to do? She's. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna sit down and ponder these Fanes things.
Okay.
Hold rest. Oh, and I will use my harness divinity to give myself back a level 2 level 1 spell slots. And then I'm going to take a short rest and it will be back.
Nice. Yeah, he'll take the short rest, just kind of keeping an overall eye, just kind of fidgeting with the necklace that's just like kind of like fiddling with his shirt, running his hands over the beads on his chest.
Okay, I'm more comfortable with that number.
Okay.
Is there a way for me to just roll that, like, or do I just have to roll the d10s? Oh, I just take I hit the short rest button. Da-da-da.
You still have to roll each one individually.
It lets you select a certain amount.
And you still have to roll them
Yeah,
individually.
you
'cause I
still
did
have to
that
roll
too.
them. It doesn't roll them. You're just selecting them.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3d10s.
It's
Oh,
better.
that was terrible. That only gave me 13 points of healing. Oh, crap. I probably would have passed. But yeah, okay, I would have passed that. I forgot that at the very end,
Oh
when Mox
yeah.
Bloodlust, when he was
Yeah.
it's
God.
only a DC 8.
You
It's
got
only a DC 8.
you got 2 people that got bloodlusts in your group.
It's only when
3.
we're in the high. It's
Oh
only
yeah,
when, yep,
Gregor, you got 3
3.
people in your group. Fuck guys.
At least for Gregor and Mox, it's only when they're in hybrid form.
Yeah, that's true.
Not when they're regular.
Yeah.
I'm going to use more hit dice because I don't want to sit at below half.
Okay. An hour goes by of you guys resting. Everybody can roll hit dice as you want. But yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Hope is after her short rest. Hope is going to go back to the rocks. What are we calling them?
The Fanes.
The
The Fanes are
Singe.
No, the
they're
monoliths.
monoliths. The Fanes are people.
Yeah,
Mo-
yeah.
The
Oh,
monolith.
Okay, to the she's gonna go back to the monoliths and start like looking at them and trying to figure out what the fuck we do.
Mhm.
Mox is just gonna try walking in the center, closing his eyes, and just speaking out to the world in his mind, like, "All right, show me what hell awaits."
I'm gonna start with Hope first, since she spoke up first.
Yep, sorry.
That's all right. So what were you doing, Hope?
She was gonna walk like to the circle and like not walk like to the center, but like inside the circle of, because it is a circle of stones,
Yes,
right?
it is.
And she's gonna start looking at the first stone, the second stone.
There's 3 of them.
Look. Okay, so she's gonna like look at them. Okay, she's gonna step in the center where she can see them all and like see if
To give you guys a
If
little bit
anything.
of a better picture, if it was to be up here, it'd be like one of them is like this, one of them is like this, and then one of them is like this, and then there's like a circular area that goes like here.
Okay. Yeah,
Beautiful.
she's gonna walk in there and start looking at the stones and
Yeah, 7 would join her.
Okay. But again, I'm gonna go one at a time and kick you guys back out because she spoke up first. So as you go to step inside of them, you begin inspecting them. Give me an investigation check or perception, your choice.
oh, we will do perception.
Okay.
17.
17. What you notice is that on this one here, this monolith here specifically, there is a depiction of 3 trees. I'm a great artist, guys. Those are 3 trees.
I can tell. They're
Yeah.
green.
Mhm.
Those are obviously trees.
What else would they be?
Okay. I will point out 3 trees, guys.
Okay. Is that all you want to do?
I mean, I want to look at each of the rocks, but
So when you're
I'm
when
not.
you're looking at each of the rocks, how are you observing them? Are you just like leaning in and looking at them? Are you like feeling for any kind of like hidden
Oh yeah,
button
like
or anything like that?
I'm definitely getting up close and personal with each rock.
Okay. when you see these three engravements of these trees, do you do anything particular with those?
Trace my finger to identify. These are definitely trees. I checked in Braille too, guys.
Okay. As you go to like feel the encarvings, um, which would you say that you feel first? The left, the middle, or the right one?
The left one.
Okay. You go and you rub your finger over the left one, and hope's gone. And this tree begins to turn like a blackened color.
No. And do we all see that?
Yeah,
The tree specifically changing color?
sure.
Well,
What the fuck?
Wait.
you
What
can
the fuck?
go, Mox.
What just
Since you-
happened? Where's my sister?
Yep. I don't know. Mox is gonna step into the circle and try to.
Real quick, Julie, can you meet me in the Whispers channel, please?
Okie dokie.
Hello.
Oh.
So you're about to come back, but as you're jettisoned in, what you see is this beautiful, beautiful woman that's just like covered in all of these vines and branches, and she steps forward, and she just says, "My dear, I know not what you did to arrive. But if you wish to live, you must kill. You must end a life to keep yours." And as you say that, a flash of light, and you're back in the middle of the circle. Bye bye.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
As you guys are like, "What the fuck? What's going on?" and you step forward, Hope reemerges.
Ah,
Are you okay? What happened? Where'd you go? What?
I went somewhere and I saw a very beautiful woman, and she told me I had to do something.
I'm by the statement of that, I'm assuming we can't know.
She told me I have to kill someone to save my own life.
Who do you? And who was that?
Oh, she didn't specify. It was more like you're gonna have to do this. For
Like a
something.
premonition?
Hope, you take 4 points of damage.
Ow!
Oh, what happened? What are you okay? What's going on?
I don't know. Something just really hurt. Is it like
It's
psychic
like it,
damage in my brain, or
no, it's like it almost feels like something in like your internal organs, like just like sharp searing pain in your like chest.
ow, my organs. They hurt.
What?
So yeah, Hope is just kind of clutching her chest, going, ow, ow.
I don't know how to help this. Can Mox like
Um,
roll insight to like know if it was because she talked about what she had to do?
I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you to infer. You don't have to roll if
Faith is going to step up to Hope and hand her her sword.
Hope you take 1 more point of damage.
No, I'm fine. We'll just figure this out later.
Take it.
I don't even know how to use a sword.
Pointy end goes here.
I'm not gonna kill you.
It's okay.
That's ridiculous.
It's okay.
3 points of damage.
Faith is just going to fall down to her knees in front of Hope.
Okay, why don't we start
Why don't you
looking
just
at the rocks and figure this out? I can hold on for a bit longer, so we'll try stabbing you later, okay?
why don't you step out of the circle too for now? Just
Do you
we
really think that things this old are going to take anything less than a sacrifice?
2 points of damage.
It said we would confront a dark version of ourselves. Maybe it's wanting to see the lengths we would go to preserve our own lives.
Hope is going to kind of just turn away and go back to like shuffle in next to Mox and just go back to looking at
1 point of damage.
Um,
the stone.
what are on the other 2 stones?
They're just giant. And when I say giant, they're like 20, 25 foot tall pieces of carved boulder.
But no markings like on this one.
Nope.
I'm gonna reach up and touch the one of the see if I can touch the first tree again. And if not, I'm gonna try touching the second tree. I'm just doing a lot of touching right now.
6 more points of damage. You touch all of the trees and nothing happens.
Mox is gonna try pressing the middle one.
You press it, nothing.
7 will try touching the one on the right.
Nothing. Two points of damage.
Oh shit, that dice is getting bigger.
Yeah.
Is there, trying to recall like all the information we got, is there any kind of clue or insight we can gain, like any kind of clue as to what solution here is?
Do you have your Feign lore, Doc?
I do. Let me pull it up.
I will put it into the chat for you guys if you don't have it. But that is another 3. You're lucky on these rolls. That's another 3 points of damage.
I'm going to cast a level 2 cure wounds on myself. For 12 points. Buy me some no more time.
9 points of damage.
Looking at.
You see, and you guys see, she's not like, she keeps like clutching her chest. She's literally looking like she's like withering, somebody's being hit with like a blight spell. Like the life essence of her is just being like sucked out, siphoned out.
Look, so look, I've look. Hope, do you still have that diamond on you?
Yes.
Look,
6 points.
we need to hit someone. Whoever they Mishra said that we're gonna face something that will see how far we've fallen. If someone has to die, it's gonna be bad, and we have fallen low. One of us might actually have to die, but you can bring us back, and you can bring one of us back, right?
I
Yeah.
can't die forever. Remember?
Then take me.
I have the mark.
19 points.
Oh, we have to.
I have
Oh,
Winter's
yeah.
mark. I'm going to come back.
I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna do a 3rd level cure wounds on myself.
And also, do you think Strahd is going to let me stay dead forever?
Hope we gotta try something.
Do you know how many times Winter tried to kill herself to get away from him?
But
This is the logical choice here.
Another 9 points.
I don't know if I can kill you. 2nd level healing word.
After everything that I've done to
Or
you.
cure wounds.
Mox, you'll help her. Show her where to hit.
Says we must face one of our possible dark futures to understand just how far we could have fallen.
16 points of damage.
Hope they can't lose you. They need you more than they need me.
Okay. And Hope will take the sword and try to stab her.
Faith isn't gonna. I mean, I'm looking at this as like a coup de grace kind of thing. If the DM's gonna allow that to happen.
I will say with the timer going off, I will roll one final blow on Hope. And we'll see where the dice lie.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Hope is down.
Okay. Hope,
Oh,
as you go down, what are the final things that you think of as you fall? As there's nobody here that can revive you.
I am
I mean,
What?
can we shove a healing potion down her throat?
disappointed. But also, this is better than having my sister's blood on my hands.
As you kind of feel that and you feel consciousness begin to slip and fade, you're back in the same interior, standing in front of the same beautiful woman. She just says to you, I am so proud of you. You conquered your own darkness. Many would have simply succumbed to the fear, but you didn't. Congratulations. And she puts her hand on you, and you're immediately restored back to full hit points. You essentially have the benefits of a long rest. You regain all spell slots and hit points.
Hell yes.
oh my.
And you are back. Well, before that happens, you guys see Hope just kind of collapse. And as she collapses, her body just begins to like slowly like sink down into the ground. Like she's just being like drug into the earth.
Oh no, Faith would be like screaming and trying to drag her out of the ground. Unsuccessfully, I'm sure.
Yes, unsuccessfully. And then as she just kind of like is pulled into the ground and Hope is just gone. And you all are kind of left with what the fuck is happening.
But... Oh no, Faith would still be screaming and like digging at the ground and
After about 20 seconds or so, you feel the ground just beginning to shake. Just and then these monoliths begin to just crumble and crack and eventually begin to fall. And the last one that's standing is the one with the symbols on them, as it just begins to split down the middle. And it begins to just kind of like tear apart. And as it tears apart, Hope comes walking out of the monolith as it begins to fall over into multiple pieces.
Holy shit! Oh,
I feel great, guys.
Gregor runs over and
And-
immediately just like grabs you, gives you the biggest hug, and like pulls you up, and you can see like he's got like tears formed in his eyes.
She hugs him tight. I'm okay. I'm okay, guys.
I'm proud of you,
Oh.
Hope.
Jesus
Thanks,
Christ.
Seven.
Oh my god. What happened? Where did you go?
I went back to where I was, and that woman was there again, and she congratulated me for defeat. I think I did what we were supposed to do.
Like, quick exhale of just like a quick exhale laugh type of thing. And it's just I'm glad you didn't take any of our fucking suggestions then, Jesus. Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh
Hope,
fuck.
you can now commune with nature. You can speak with animals, plants, wildlife at will
Yes!
With-
Oh fuck yeah.
without expending a spell slot.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
fucking
am
rad.
going to speak to every animal and every plant.
Fuck.
Harry, talk to this bush.
What do you know? Tell us what you know, damn it.
Where's the rest of the coven?
But you guys look around you, and this area, this windmill area, that's just been kind of like broken down and decrepit, and like boarded up windows and dead shrubs all over the place, just begins to like this radius of life begins to spew from it, and all the grass becomes green, all the bushes begin to sprout, and the windmill itself begins to function again. It begins turning again and comes back to life, and the stone begins to repair itself, and the windows are beautiful and stained glass, and you guys did a good thing.
Wow, it's really beautiful. All right, guys, let's go in there and take everything that's not nailed to the wall. Plus, there might be a tiny person in a jar we need to save, and Seven's gonna go back in.
uh, Mox just kind of stands outside a bit as he just watches the life spew into this area, and he's almost a little captivated by it. It's probably the first real time that he's seen like spring grass, I would say. He's just he's a little surprised by it.
Oh, she's gonna look at it, Faith. I'm so glad I didn't kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It looks awesome here. Let's go help Seven steal stuff. And she's
go.
gonna head on in to steal with Seven bestie activity.
Give me investigation checks, each of you.
Okay, I'm gonna guidance myself.
Okay.
Ah,
It's okay.
Oh,
Gregor's gonna help too, guys.
Oh, thanks,
hooray.
Greg.
He's super good at Oh my god, he is good at investigation. Why is he so smart? He has a +5.
Is he?
Oh no.
What?
With,
Why?
with advantage? Oh, never mind.
Okay, so that's a 6 for Hope.
Oh, I rolled low.
He rolled the best out of all of us.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yay.
Chris's curse is back.
That was a 10. We're still not over 10. There we go. But Hope, go ahead and take an advantage roll on this.
Okay. Do, 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 do. 8.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. While you guys you guys have enough time to turn everything over in this place. You will eventually find something. It's just how long it's going to take you guys. But while you guys are kind of tearing this place apart, Mox and Faith, you hear just like bookshelves being pushed over, like stuff being thrown against the walls. This house is being torn apart. What are the two of you doing outside?
Faith is just kind of keeping watch, staying quiet, kicking rocks.
Mox is looking over, he's just kind of looking over at the crumblings of the monoliths that were there. And again, just he's very confused right now. He doesn't know what's. So I guess he's more just kind of just standing out there, just watching and just weirdly seeing people kind of happy as Hope and Seven and Gregor kind of like ran off to go loot.
Okay. Two of y'all just kind of doing y'all's own thing.
Have a
Yeah, she's
single
just kind of trying to keep watch, ish.
Okay.
He occasionally like throw glances over at Faith, just watching her, but he doesn't ever maintain visual on her for any
No.
extended period of time.
She's not looking over at Mox at all.
Yeah.
If he was trying to study her or anything.
No,
Go ahead.
No, it was more of just his conversation with Osiris and other things today.
Eventually, it does take you guys a little bit longer than normal. You guys do find a couple of magic items in here. Roll me a D10. You know what? Everybody roll me a D10. We'll say there's 4 magic items in there. Okay. 7. Roll me a D100.
Yes. Hold on. D100. There we go. 14.
14. Oh, god damn it. You find a carpet of flying.
Ah. Ah. I'm very satisfied.
Let's see. Faith, go ahead and roll me a D100.
Hope, did you roll your D10?
Yeah, she rolled a 1.
I rolled a.
Oh,
I
it
rolled
did. Yes.
73.
73. Jesus. You find a circlet of blasting.
Noise.
Nice.
Next would be Mox with a 3. Roll me a D100.
Okay. 64.
64. A potion of mind reading.
Okay.
And hope.
That seems fitting for the moment.
97.
You find a talisman of pure good.
What?
Wow.
Talisman of pure good.
Uh,
Bad.
and there is one other thing. 7. You do
Mhm.
find that bottle with a tiny person in it.
Are they still alive?
They are still alive.
Huzzah!
And
Look, guys.
we're gonna end the session with me putting the name that is written on the bottom of the little capsule.
F. Quindor.
All right.
And
Uh,
we're gonna end our session there, guys.
Huzzah! We did it.
Great
did a thing.
session.
Oh. Look it up.